Okay, this is Cortland W. Hankins III, continuing the conversation on hip-hop and the I Am. We talked about what the I Am is, simple and conceptually. Now I want to talk about specifically related to hip-hop. Let's talk about the hip-hop name and why that is utilizes, the hip-hop name utilizes the I Am. I mean, your name is the first thing about you, and most of us don't name ourselves, right? There's a saying that says a name taken is better than the name given. So when we take on a name within hip-hop, now we have the power to create who we are, and we utilize that name in many cases, especially early on, the majority, if not all cases, utilizing a name to define the attributes and the ideals that we want to represent, that we want to be, and we want the world to see us as, and to represent to the world. So if I call myself Grandmaster, then I better be a master at whatever I do, whatever element creatively that I'm doing. If I call myself, money-making MC, then I better be making money, right? So the name is a very important. I am Cordy Ho. Now that is my hip-hop name. It was a hip-hop name that was given to me, which as a youngster, I didn't particularly like it. People just call me Cordy Ho. But hip hop, everybody say ho is very elemental in hip hop. So I started realizing, that was meant to be. So within hip hop, I embraced it. Cordy, actually from Cortland, obviously, but the ho, okay, that's element. Everybody say ho. Obviously, when I came around, I made people want to say ho. What's more hip hop than that? And then as I evolved, the H started to represent holla, head, arm, leg, arm, which is the physical representation or manifestation of God here on earth. And I consider myself a spiritual and godly person, so I wanted to represent those ideals as best as possible. And the O in ho stands for one. Holla, one. One being the element of knowledge of which everything else stands on top of. And also in many cultures, they call the Most High one. So that's holla one, holla at the one. That's who I talk to in order to and then listen back to in order to become, holla, in order to become the best representation of God, and then through hip hop as possible. So that's my name, and that's what my name represents. So, hip-hop name, extremely important. What you call yourself, then you have to become accountable to that. And hip-hop, what makes hip-hop much different than any other art form is you're accountable to who and what you say you are, based on your name, and if you're an MC, based on your lyrics. So in every other art form, you can say what you want to creatively or do what you want creatively. You're not held accountable for it in your everyday life. In hip-hop, it's 24/7, 365. Who I say I am in hip-hop is who I am every day and who I strive to be every day. Other than that, you're a faker. You're faking the funk. So that's what makes, again, hip-hop so powerful, because it's really an expression and a testimony of who you are through the artistic expression of hip-hop. So it's real, right? And that's so it's bigger than just entertainment or creative art form. It's an art form that's really a representation of who we are and what we are creating in our real life, personally. And I just want to encourage everyone to understand and know that power, so that when we are utilizing this power and taking on names, that we utilize attributes and names and what we put out there, so that we can empower this culture, empower black people, empower all, which will empower all people. And when I say black people, everybody can be a part of hip-hop and is a part of hip-hop, but we all must need to recognize the roots from whence it came, from where it came, and we should all, if we consider ourselves hip-hop and a part of hip-hop and appreciators of hip-hop, we should all want to see the progenitors and the creators of this art form become empowered, because trust me, when we do, it's going to be better for everyone and the whole world. Justice and balance will be manifest. So anyway, the power of the name, there it is. We'll get into the next point. Soon come. All right, y'all. Peace. Cordy Ho. Holla one. I'm out for a moment.